Publishing is not only artistic, it is also manufacturing. This is a perspective that surprises many authors, and yet it explains a great deal about how publishing actually works, why it moves the way it does, and what it genuinely takes to bring a book into the world professionally. When an author finishes a manuscript, they have completed the creative phase of a much longer process. What follows is industrial. And like all industrial processes, it requires infrastructure, coordination, materials, and time. Consider what must happen before a single copy of a book reaches a reader's hands. The manuscript must be edited, often through multiple rounds. Developmental editing addresses structure and content. Line editing addresses language and style. Copy editing addresses grammar, consistency, and fact. Proofreading catches what everything else missed. Each stage requires a skilled professional. Each takes time that cannot be compressed without consequence. Then the book must be designed, and this is where most people outside publishing underestimate the complexity. Interior layout is not simply choosing a font and hitting print. The typography, the margins, the leading, that's the spacing between lines, the chapter headings and page numbers must all be executed in a way that is both beautiful and functionally precise. Print specifications are exact. A margin that is 2 millimeters too narrow will be rejected at the printer. A gutter, the inner margin where pages meet the spine, must account for the thickness of the book itself. A 600-page hardcover needs a wider gutter than a 200-page paperback because the pages flex differently when the book is held open. Cover design requires its own process, concepting, execution, revision, and approval, because a cover is not decoration. It is the book's primary marketing tool. But a cover is also a technical document. The cover file submitted to a printer is a flat template, a die line, that includes the front, spine, and back as one continuous piece. The spine width is calculated from the page count and the specific paper stock because different papers have different thicknesses. Use the wrong calculation and the spine text is off-center or the cover wraps incorrectly. Then there is printing itself. Digital printing, the technology behind print on demand, is fast and flexible, but it has limitations in colour consistency and speciality options. Offset printing, the standard for larger quantities, offers superior colour fidelity and lower per unit costs at volume, but requires weeks of advance planning. Paper must be sourced, binderies must be scheduled. A production team managing a large release is coordinating materials, schedules, and vendor timelines simultaneously, often across multiple countries. Then, distribution. The book must be entered into distribution systems, assigned metadata, and made available to retailers and libraries. Metadata is not a technicality, it is infrastructure. A miscategorized book reaches the wrong audience or no audience. A book that exists physically but is invisible in distribution systems will not sell. It simply will not be findable. Every one of these stages is a production system. Every one has its own professionals, its own timelines, its own failure modes. A delay in one stage cascades into every stage that follows. Authors who understand this do not feel less romantic about their work. They feel more confident navigating the process because they understand what they are actually asking of the people and systems around them. A great book deserves a great production. And a great production requires understanding that publishing is not just an artistic act, it is a logistical one. Subscribe to Field Notes from the Publisher's Ghost and visit us at www.thepublishersghost.com, where manuscripts meet market realities.